Hi, welcome to my channel Uday GK and Entertainments. This is me, your Uday Bhattu. Today we are going to discuss about parliamentary form of government and presidential form of government. There are two different form of government. First one is parliamentary form of government and second one is presidential form of government. First, we are looking to the topic. Parliamentary form of government. This form of government is nothing but the majority of the people elect one government, and no party, the single largest party, will elect to form the government with the support of other alliances. That is also called as coalition government. Coalition government is nothing but the parties merged with the single largest party. Number of parties from the inside of the government and support from the outside of the government is merged with the other parties, is supported in the form of coalition form of government. In a coalition, that is called, that is possible in the parliamentary form of government. In presidential form of government, that is nothing but uh, people, in this presidential form of government, people will not contest, people will not participate in presidential form of government. There is only one thing, that the people will not enter into the elections. The only thing, the members of the that particular party, members of that particular party will elect the government. Members of that particular party will elect the government. That is called presidential form of government. Most probably, US is following the presidential form of government. Presidential form of government, in terms of senators, and other members uh, will elect the one person, that is called president. The that person will form the government. That person will form the government. There is no prime minister thing. There is no, in presidential form of government, there is no prime minister. There is no prime minister and all. The only thing there is president. The powers, all powers are lies in the hands of president only. But in the case of parliamentary form of government, there in in here parliamentary form of government, there are two types. In parliamentary form of government, the president lies, the chancellors and exchequer chancellor, who elect as the exchequer chancellor, will elect as the prime minister of that country. And president is the nominal head of the president is the nominal head of the parliamentary form of government, and real head of the government is prime minister. President is the nominal head and prime minister is the real head. And in India, Japan, Britain, India, UK, Britain, and all some other countries is uh, following parliamentary form of government. And in case of presidential form of government, US and Canada and France, Italy, and other countries, etc. countries are following presidential form of government. In parliamentary, in next stage, election in the sense, the members are elected by the people into the assemblies and parliaments, directly by the people. And in parliamentary form of government, this is, I am talking about election, I am talking about parliamentary form of government. This election is possible only through the people in parliamentary form of government. And uh, the portfolios and other rankings are decided by the president, listed and decided and allocated by the president to the members of the Lok Sabha and certain people of the Rajya Sabha. Not all the Rajya Sabha members, certain people of the Rajya Sabha, certain percentage of the Rajya Sabha members. And in the form of presidential government, there is no portfolios allocated by the prime minister, because the prime ministerial thing is not there in the presidential form of government. Prime ministerial thing is not there in the presidential form of government. Whole decision is taken by the single hand, that is president. And in parliamentary form of government, the in case of dissolution, in case of assembly dissolution, in case of parliament dissolution, is in the hands of president, but not not in simple, not in simple. Why? Because in parliamentary form of government, there is a system called vote of confidence, no confidence. These no confidence motion is presented in the either parliament, either two houses of the parliament, and either two houses of the state legislature. The position of the government who is who is forming in the government, the we are already discussed about elected government now. This elected government should prove their majority. That is called as confidence motion. This is also called as no confidence motion. Aviswasa Tirmanam, we called in Telugu. Aviswasa Tirmanam, we called in Telugu. So, this no confidence motion is proposed by President in Parliament, and President in Parliament, and in state governor, through the hands of the Speaker. Both the cases of parliament and state legislature in the hands of the speaker, by the speaker. So speaker will call for the no confidence motion. The opposition party, or the single largest party, we have discussed about single largest party, right? This single largest party which is there in the government right now, which is forming in the government, after formation of the government, the party should prove the majority of their candidates. Means how many supporters are there with that party, in inside of the party, outside of the party. They should prove themselves. This is called this is called confidence motion and no confidence motion in a coalition government. Next topic is coalition government. Coalition government is nothing but no party will get one majority. No party will get single majority, right? No party will get single majority, but one of the party will get high majority. But the one or two votes are little difference. 1, 2, or 10, 15, 20 votes are single difference. In that case, the other some other parties are there uh, in this uh, in this coalition government. Some other low parties are there, small parties are there, sorry, some other small parties are there. These small parties is there now. These small parties will support the largest party. That is, suppose we take a live example as BJP has some majority in Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha, the majority is 300. In Rajya Sabha, the majority is 270 to somewhat 250 somewhat. So the in Lok Sabha, government has majority to to pass the bills. To passing the bills, Lok Sabha has majority of the people from the from for the these opposition party, present position party, that is BJP, NDA alliance. So alliance party should keep their majority, should keep discussion with their coalition, with their other parties in NDA government. In other parties in the NDA government, BJP should discuss. BJP will discuss while passing the bill, or passing any motion, or passing or taking any decisions with the in to support the people, to support the people. And in future, in election, we know we are facing elections. We want to going to face elections in 2023 middle, end. We are going to face the elections in end term, end of the 2023, and mid of starting of the 2024. And in that elections, the parties should win. So this NDA government should support the should pass some bills. So this NDA government will take the support from the parties who are there in NDA party, who are there in NDA alliance, who are there in NDA alliance. The party will take the decisions, discuss themselves. So after supporting their alliance, supporting the parties in the alliance of NDA, the party should the major party, that is in BJP, major party BJP is taking the decisions by the majority of votes only. The bill will pass in Lok Sabha. In Rajya Sabha, it is not necessary, because in Rajya Sabha we have a majority. So there is no scope for passing the major bills for bills of Rajya Sabha for these NDA BJP. So this is coalition government. Coalition government is simply I am telling that coalition government is nothing but parties all come together to to coalesce the government with single largest party, largest party, that is called coalition government. Which parties are come, which parties will come and merge? This small parties in state level who are there in the position, and in state level who are there in the position, and somewhat in state level who are there in the opposition level, those parties will merge with the single largest party. In NDA, suppose example, in NDA we have other parties like TMC and BJD, Biju Janata Dal, TMC, Trinamool Congress, and Anna DMK, sorry, DMK, and Other parties will support the NDA government, will coalesce the NDA government to form their governments in the state level, to pass the bills, and to for the sake of their state developments, their state welfares. This is called coalition government. While while the powers and functions in parliamentary form of government. Next topic is powers and functions. In parliamentary form of government, president lies some powers, that is president lies some powers, that is armed forces. He should appoint himself to the independently as armed forces chiefs, and armed forces chiefs, and some other uh, government officials in parliamentary form of government, with the discussion of some committees, cabinet committees. In the presidential form of government, we have discussed these powers of the president in parliamentary form of government. Now get into the presidential form of government. In presidential form of government, this is not the case. This is completely reverse. In presidential form of government, president only appoints the entire team. President only appoints the entire team, not ministers, not ministers, chancellors, or MLAs, MLCs, etc., etc., in state level and central level, and bureaucracies, state level at the center level. Whole whole thing in the lies of in lies of hands with the president only, in presidential form of government. This is the difference between parliamentary form of government and presidential form of government. The only thing is, president in parliamentary form of government, impeachment of the president is according to impeachment is possible in terms of some reasons. If the president is did any mistake, if president is did any mistake in major point of view, then pa- the president himself, he can resign, or the prime minister with the help of prime minister cannot take his own decision, but prime minister with the decisions of with the discussion of cabinet ministers, mps, and supreme court chief justice of india, with the support of them only, the prime minister can resign, prime minister can what we said, prime minister can disqualify the president. And impeachment in two ways, two methods. In the sudden way, the president of the seat of the president is vacant, and during the absence of the president, means during the absence of the president means some presidents will die in the middle of the term. That is called impeachment of the president. That process is called also impeachment of the president. In case the president, uh, will not no longer as the president, because president, in case some emergency, he can resign the from his post, he can resign for his post. So in that case president is no longer. So instead of president, uh, vice president will act as the president, temporary president. Vice president or chief justice of india is act as the temporary president for 6 months. In between these 6 months, government or election commission should contest, should held the election process, should start the election process for the president of india. In same case, vice president vice president also. Vice president is two powers. Vice president is two powers. He can act as the vice president of india, and he can also act as the chairman of the rajya sabha, ex officio chairman of the rajya sabha. This is prime ministerial form of government, presidential form of difference between the prime ministerial and presidential form of government. Next, we will come up with an interesting topic. Next time we will come up with an interesting topic. Keep watching my videos, keep watching my channel. Signing up for today.